This week's Star Torah is Le'ilu Nishmas Mנחem, נחom ben Yehושע, הכהן. Before I start, I have to give props to my grandfather Abba Shuki for pushing me to continue doing these Star Torahs. It says in this week's Parsha, probably one of the most famous words in the entire Torah. It says, Ani Yosef ha'od avichai. I am Yosef, where is my father? This is a fascinating term that Yosef uses. Why? Yosef was gone from his brothers for a very, very long time. And all of a sudden he sees his brothers and he says, Ani Yosef ha'od avichai. When he reveals himself, he tells his brothers, is my father alive? I don't get what Yosef's asking. Yosef has been talking to the brothers every single day that they were there. They didn't know it was Yosef, but Yosef was talking to them. He heard that his father's alive. He knew about his father. So what is Yosef asking? What is Yosef going over to the brothers and asking, is my father alive? Isn't this a very interesting term? It says in the Medrash that we compare Yosef, we compare this thing to a regular person. You're going to go up to Shemayim in many, many years, and you're going to go up there, and Hashem's going to say, why do you do this? And what are you going to answer? Hashem's going to say to you, why didn't you give this $20 to this person that was collecting for tzedakah? And you're going to be like, oh, I didn't have the money. And then Hashem's going to be like, so why do you go to Doma? Why do you go to Doma? You went to reserve cut the next night. You didn't have the money to give him $20. And what are you going to say? The Medrash says there's not going to be an answer. You're going to be stunned. The question is that what is the connection to Yosef and this person that goes up to Shemayim? Not this person, everyone. The Medrash says the connection is that when Yosef is saying, Ani Yosef ha'od avichai, is my father alive? Yosef isn't saying, is my father alive? Yosef knows his father's alive. Yosef's saying, you're scared of your father Hashem for what you're going to be able to tell him when you go up there? Aren't you scared about your father down here? What's the struggle that he's going through? He's missing, he thinks that Yosef died. He doesn't know about this. He's going through such hard times. So when Yosef said, Ani Yosef ha'od avichai, he wasn't saying, I'm Yosef, is my father alive? He knows his father's alive. Yosef was telling him, you weren't scared of your father? You're not scared of what's going to happen now? That's what Yosef is saying. And the Beis Halevi also asked that, why were the brothers so stunned when Yosef asked this question? You're right. They should be stunned because they see it's Yosef. But why were they so stunned by this question, is my father alive? So according to what we're saying now, you can answer that they were stunned from what Yosef said. Is my father alive? Meaning, are you not scared of what your father's going to answer? That's what the Shvatim were scared about. There was a man, he was driving down the 878, and all of a sudden, a Tesla decides to just go and cut him off. He cuts him off. But in the back of this guy's car, this guy was driving a GMC. In the back of his car, it said, Hashem runs the world. When this Tesla pulled up to the next red light, the GMC pulled up next to him and rolled in his window, and he was furious. He was very angry. And the Tesla rolled in the window, and he said to him, why are you so upset at me? Doesn't Hashem run the world? And right then and there, the person that was driving the Tesla, it's not me, the person that was driving the Tesla, it hit him. He realized, you're right. My kid, he made this declaration in school. He put my father alive. He put, I love Hashem. Hashem runs the world in the back of my car. I never thought about it. But right then and there, he realized Hashem does run the world. We all do it. I'm not saying it's not wrong. You're sitting at a red light. You're like, oh, shoot. You're sitting in traffic. Like, come on, move. But why are you doing that? Just know you have no control. You're going to try to go into the right lane, back to the middle lane, getting in front of everyone, and you're going to save yourself 2 minutes. Just know it's run by Hashem. Hashem is doing this for a reason. And with that, I wish you all hatzlacha with believing in this and knowing that Hashem runs the world. Have an amazing Shabbos.